Alright, I'm back with another scoring video, and I've been asked a few questions recently, so I'm going to try to answer those as much as I can. Somebody asked me how big my proving basket is. It's 7 inches from here to here and about 3.5 inches deep. And then somebody else asked me how I get my bread into my Dutch oven, so I'm going to show you guys that too at the end. So I don't like to use the piece of material that came with my proving basket because it has a seam down the middle, like on both sides, 4 pieces sewn together, and it leaves like an X on my bread, which I don't like. So I use a tea towel. And usually these little, where it wrinkles as it goes in, they'll come out. But for some reason the seam from that liner will not come out. It's just like embedded in there. I don't know what the difference is, but I don't know if they're different from manufacturer to manufacturer, but the one I have, I just like. I like the basket, I just don't like the liner. My Dutch oven is like straight from the scrapyard in a town I used to live in. I used to love to go to this scrapyard. And I found my Dutch oven there just covered in rust, and I brought it home, and I love cast iron, so it was like a fun little project for me to do. You do not have to dust this off. It won't burn. It won't get weird or anything. I just reuse my pieces of parchment paper so many times that it helps keep them nice so that I can reuse them again. That's all. That's the only reason that I do that. So I'm gonna grab my stuff here. Okay, today I'm gonna try like another kind of a ring, but I have a different idea today. So I'm just gonna make a nice round mark there in the middle. It's gonna kind of be a simple design today. These, it's just a shaving razor, and I kind of got creative one day. I used to keep it on a chopstick, but it bends my razor and I didn't like that. I like to have it nice and straight. So I went out in my husband's shop and I made myself a little janky wood thing with a bolt and nut on it and called it a day. I need to probably buy a better one, but this works for now. So the deeper you cut, the more spread you're gonna get. So if you're trying to get like an ear or a really big spread for whatever reason, you just cut in deeper. So these kind of shallow cuts are not gonna be super deep, but the deeper that you do cut, the more your bread will spread out. About my camera, I don't have like the best setup. that. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, if I'm gonna regret not cutting enough or what I'm gonna do. I might actually make some little guys down here just to give it a little bit more expansion room. Just paranoid with the few cuts that I have that it's gonna really try to open up where I don't want it to open. Just give it a couple more expansion points here. I might even give another curve. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it at that and see what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my Dutch oven. How I have my camera set up, it doesn't really work over at my oven, but I'm going to stick it on this I got from my grandma. I'm gonna go grab my Dutch oven and I'll be right back. And I literally just take the sides of my parchment and lower it down in there. And try to, if they crease real bad like that, I just pop them back and fold it over a little bit so that it doesn't leave a mark in my bread. And that's it. So when it's done, then I'll pull it out the same way. You can you put a spatula under it or however you like, but it's pretty easy. I'll be back with my finished loaf.